Like, in all fucking honesty, I don't even fucking know anymore. It's taking a long fucking time. It's taking a long fucking time to like get to like this point. Not in my life. It's like taking almost 29 years to get to this point in my life. In my life. Fucking it's taking a long time to get on a minimal level, on a maximal level, all of this shit. Like whatever, you're here, right? It's taking you this long. It's taking you this long. Like this is the 13th episode. I think it might be a magical thing. I guess I should introduce myself for those of you who don't know. My name is Randall Thompson, and you are listening to the Deadass Podcast. God damn it, I'm smoking, and I have a goddamn cold. I got a goddamn cold, and I'm smoking, and I'm sitting here with a fucking dry ass wine. What am I doing? I'm drying myself out. I'm drying out my body. So many things that I want to talk about. You know the main thing I want to talk about? That's how every Thursday at Motor City Cafe in Las Vegas, Nevada, that's right, 4080 Paradise Road, 10:30 sign up, 11 p.m. The open mic starts. You can come through there, and I don't care what level of comedian you are. As long as you come up there and you're respectful and you're nice to my staff and you're nice to me, have the common courtesy to at least leave a first name, you're always welcome there. I will be at Champagne's Cafe on February 24th at 8 p.m. That's right, they have a feature show. Instead of first Fridays, they do last Friday, so it is the last Friday show in February, and I will be there opening up for a wonderful, wonderful comedian friend of mine. His name is Joe Calise. It's very nice. You know what? I look forward to the day where I don't have to fucking open up for Joe Calise. And it'll be great because that day is coming next Wednesday. That's right, next Wednesday, March 1st. March 1st, which is technically my birthday. You can pay $5 to get into a place called Sahara Lounge. That is 1000 East Sahara, Las Vegas, Nevada. It will be myself hosting, Joe Calise, Kyle Blessing, and if I'm not mistaken, uh, I don't even know the dude's full name, what he goes by, but Tino, Anthony Martinez, Tino will be there. And I'll actually be on Tino's show on Friday, March 3rd at Barcode. You see how easily this fucking just comes full circle. I will be at Barcode, which has delicious chicken sandwiches, great ambiance, really dope bar that is also on East Flamingo, East Side. And so yeah, we're gonna do that shit, and that's gonna be March 3rd. The show is going to start at 9 p.m. So come out and do that, and there's no cover for that. Just so you know, the show on Wednesday at Sahara Lounge that I'm doing with my friend Jason Krychek, that's $5 to get in, but all the beers are 2 cents. So that's basically free for those of you who can't count. So hey, free beer, folks. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and be raw. Let's go ahead and be dead ass. Let's go ahead and just try to rock it the fuck out. Man, like I was really hoping that I would have my shit on iTunes by now, and I didn't because I have been working on some other things. Some of those things have been getting gear. Some of those things have been getting a passport. Some of those things have been just real man things that you have to handle personally. And sometimes it's not all about you, audience. Sometimes it's not all about you. But I do want y'all to know that I love and appreciate y'all. And this is kind of like not a farewell, but a very nice send off to how much raw shit I've been able to do. And I appreciate y'all for taking me to the next level in what I want to do. But I just renewed my domain name at slamdunkjesus.com. I just renewed that. I just upgraded my website and whatnot and all these other things. If you wonder why I don't have certain things, it's because I've spent the money on other things. Um, Goddamn, I'm still doing promos. Blue collar hustle. We're gonna have the recaps. We're gonna have the little promos. Um, and this is already one of those things. Already, definitely check out Blue Collar Hustle. Um, I got a playlist on my YouTube channel. All of my handles are Slam Dunk Jesus. And you can also, again, check me out at slamdunkjesus.com. If I'm not mistaken, the site should be up and running today. It's been a rough week for the site and the upgrading and trying to be a webmaster and shit. It forces you into a position where you have to, if you can't pay somebody else to do it, you have some learning to do, my nigga. You know what I'm saying, if you don't already know. So just know that being a webmaster is not easy. So maybe sometimes when you see your favorite websites not be as good as they are, have some sympathy. And when you see sites that are fucking awesome and as good as they are, have some fucking scrutiny. Because what we're doing right now, faithful, dedicated followers, and listeners, and people that might just be popping in, what we're doing right now with corporatizing and generalizing and so on and so forth, et al. Um, as the Latins say it, et al. We are destroying the very meaning of journalism. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But what's going on right now is we are destroying journalism. We are destroying people being honest because everybody wants a profit. Instead of anything, of anybody being about support, we're literally only concerned with being shocked and scared and appalled, and it's sick. And myself included, every single one of us, in some way, shape, or form, some more than others, should be absolutely ashamed of themselves right now. You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself for what you've let media become. You should be ashamed of yourself for what you have let media become. Well, you might say, well, Randall, oh, you think you're smarter than me? How did I let media become this? Well, you didn't. You didn't stand up and do enough. And I know plenty of people listening right now have stood up and tried, but you didn't do enough. The reality is there were a couple people's asses that we should have actually fucking whooped. And we didn't because we were trying to be civil. And now they turn around and call us something that we aren't and spread lies. Think about that. The same person telling you that you should be a civilized person is also calling you a liar and a fool. And in many cases, a thief. But I digress. My point is very simple. I'm obviously not here to incite anything. What I'm saying to you is very, very simple. We are all responsible. Each and every one of us that understands what media is has let media become this. Now, I'm not talking about art. I'm not talking about the commerce of it. I'm not talking about the grind of it. I'm talking about what I'm fucking talking about. So don't be obstinate or weird about this. You know exactly what I'm saying. You have let mainstream journalism and social media run rampant to the point that it has actually destroyed anything objective and informative. And that is not a liberal opinion. That is not a conservative opinion. That is not an opinion at all, let me tell you, that is a bona fide fact, Jack. Feel me? You know, I hate to sound like the tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, full of shit kind of person. I'm speaking on it honestly. You know, this is not something that I'm going to dwell on. Not every single one of my episodes is going to be about this. And yes, I will go ahead and admit that I am appealing to, anybody listening to this. I am appealing to you on ethos, and I'm definitely appealing on a mythos. But most importantly, I must appeal to you as far as your emotions go. You cannot feel okay in this current environment. We live in a world where the only time you're going to hear the truth, and in a way, it's fortunate, but it does not apply to mass media. The only time you're going to hear the truth is if you were there or if you're talking to somebody personally. Other than that, everything you hear, everything that people talk about, so on and so forth, is a fucking lie. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that on a pathological level? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with dealing with this world of lies? Because, listen, you might be okay with it. You might be able to deal with it and navigate it and maybe not do your best, but do good enough. But you should, goddammit, wish for better. You should wish for better. And that's on a basic personal level. That's on a selfish level. That's on an egotistical level. You should wish for fucking better. But again, I digress. You cannot allow this shit to happen and still be out here fucking without a rubber. I mean, really. Yo, our seeds are gonna inherit this shit. It's disgusting, man. And it's a time. There's a time and a place for everything, and right now, the time is what it is. But we can do better. We can definitely do better than all of this. All of us as mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, cousins, so on and so forth. Even people that hate each other. My God, you've got to have better terms of war than this. We are modern humans. We are the future. We have pierced the veil of the goddamn heavens, and we've created robots that can be our goddamn slaves. I think we owe it to ourselves to do a little bit better than how we're doing right now. We live in marvelous times. We should fucking act like it. Yeah. But who am I? It's not about me. It's not about me. But we gotta rock with it. I feel like somebody heard what the fuck I was saying. I feel like right there somebody heard what the fuck I'm saying. Right now, just in case you wondering, because I always gotta give y'all a kind of a point of reference. It is 6:27 on February 21st, 2017. And the sun is just peeking over the mountains, and I can see this from the balcony of my apartment that I don't pay for. I clean it though. I clean it real good, cause nobody else would. But no, I don't pay to live here. It's a beautiful, beautiful fucking morning, and I feel really, really inspired. I feel insulted. I feel like you feel insulted that it was a whole 2 weeks before I even put this podcast out. But you know what? I apologize. I apologize. But, oh goddamn, I'm sitting here belching. Shout out to Apothecary. Apothecary is giving me a nice red wine right here. and it is. I mean, it's red. It's so red that it's fucking black. So give it up for Apothecary. Oh my goodness, that's why I'm Belgian like that. This wine has got me fucking a little bit gassy out here. A little bit gassy. mm. So I talked about um I talked about some real shit. Let me talk about some ignorant shit, cause man, everybody know I be out in the streets, man, and not in the streets like ghetto, like a hood rat and no shit like that. I'm beyond that. Not that I never was a hood rat, not that I'll never start ratting again, but I'm a little bit beyond that. At this point, I kind of just observe and report shit. Real journalism. This is the closest thing you're gonna get to journalism this entire week. And I ain't said shit. Don't quote me, boy. That's for the hip hop heads. Fucking don't quote me. Fucking, this is the closest thing you're gonna get to journalism, because I'm telling you about things that really fucking happen, man. I'm not trying to be biased about it or anything like that. And this shit's gotta stop. So let me go ahead and get into this shit. So I'm sitting at the bar earlier, because I sit at a bar every single day. If you don't go to a bar every single day, good for you. Good for you. That your life is so hard that you can't afford a drink. You broke ass nigga. Fucking. Let me stop with the bullshit. Let me stop. Drink responsibly. Go home. Go home to your girl. Go home to your PlayStation. Do better. Do better than drinking every day. This girl comes into the bar today. This is early tonight. The shit is 6 in the morning. This shit happened. Should happen 3 hours ago. I'm sitting here talking about like whatever. This is pure journalism. This girl's like, "Oh, can I go to the bathroom?" And all the bartender says, he's a retired military dude. The bartender, all he says is negative. And the girl was just like, "You're not gonna let me go?" And she runs to the bathroom, and he beat her there. And as anybody who's trained would, he beat her. He beat her to the door, and he says, "I will fucking destroy you." And the bitch goes off stomping through the bar. "You're harassing me. You're harassing me." You know how white women do out of nowhere. Once white women feel threatened, you know, all of a sudden, like they're murdered. It don't matter. The sound a white woman makes when you're trying to murder her is the same sound she makes when doesn't, she doesn't get two fucking packets of hot sauce at Taco Bell or whatever the fuck it is. Like white women, you need to calm this shit down. Y'all be yelling and you ain't got no tone to it. You're worse than black men. Because a black dude will say some shit, and once he gets loud about it, people are like, "Oh, goddamn, he's an angry black dude." But you still have a benefit of the doubt, you know. But if a white woman starts screaming about some shit, it only sounds one way. Like white women, take some vocal lessons. Just as a demographic, white women, get it the fuck together. Like, stop yelling about shit, white women. Stop it. Like, you're about to get a lot of niggas fucked up out of here. And that ain't even a black thing. That's just a dude thing in general. Like, white women be yelling about nothing. Like, you can tell how a black woman feels. Because she might get to clapping about some shit. She might say, "Oh shit, I don't know." She might remove some jewelry. But white women, you're unpredictable. You're fickle. And this is why a large majority of us have to go ahead and just consider you as a demographic evil. Sure, on a case-by-case basis, we can look at you differently, but god damn it, white women, you're evil. You're an evil people. I mean, let's be real. Some people talk about the white man all day long, and we all know the white man's evil. Yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. Even the white man knows he's evil. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. Y'all hear what I'm saying? But white women be freaking the fuck out about shit that doesn't fucking matter, and everything And once a white woman's mad, it is full panic, and it's gotta stop. It has got to fucking stop. Like, people think that, oh, well, if you're talking about them, then you're giving credence to it. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm giving credence to it. Maybe I'm giving credence to it. But yo, white women, stop it. Women in general, stop it. I say white women supposedly lead this feminist rights movement, right? They don't, but just for all the women that aren't white, let me go ahead and say this as a side note. The feminists that are white, most of them don't give a fuck about you. They are concerned with other white women. They're not concerned with women as a whole. Most white women feminists are concerned with white women. Don't get it twisted up. Fucking ignore that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you here to do better for humanity, it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. So these charlatans on any demographic, like, I don't want, you know, evil cave bitches to think I'm picking on them. I don't want you to think I'm picking on you. You know, if you're not here for the entirety of our species, which is legitimately just modern fucking humans, and you're not here to advance that, you're part of the problem. You will not be recognized. And until you reconcile that shit, you're not going to be on the team. Like, you are in opposition to the real people out here that are trying to do something greater than that. And there's a lot of people out here. In fact, you might not believe this. Most people out here are trying to do something way beyond this bullshit demographic separation that the media, again, is trying to inflict on us. And it's ridiculous because now we have social media, but that's only a reflection. The social media is a reflection of this fake media trying to stay afloat. So what do we have? What do we have right now? We have literally the end of days, people. Now, do not take this so heavily. Do not take this so heavily. But when it comes to a lot of the conversations, a lot of the media that you will consume, a lot of the things that you will see day to day on the side of a bus, in the goddamn sky, written on the ground, even your graffiti and your counterculture, your alternatives right now have been so corporatized, so planned out, so contrived that must it is your responsibility right now to do better. It's on you. If you don't want to do better, don't fix your lips to say a goddamn thing. Because you're only part of the problem. When people get to bitching randomly, because people only get to bitching on this ignorant shit when they drunk or they think they're around the right crowd of people. It's on you to say 100% of the time, I'm going to have the balls to stand up. And I'm sorry if that sounds like some patriarchal shit and blah, blah, blah. But you understand exactly what the fuck I'm saying. I'm going to have the gumption. I'm going to have the tenacity. I am going to have the pride. And it's not an ego thing. It's not egotistical. I am going to have the pride. I'm going to have the belief in posterity. So on and so forth. Whatever it is that you stand for or why you stand for it, we all know as human beings that the only thing that you need to stand for is the fucking truth. I will say that again. No matter why you do it, you know it's right. The only thing you need to stand for is the goddamn truth. And anybody that's telling you otherwise is obviously full of shit. I mean, there ain't no two ways about that. There ain't no two ways about it. So let's marinate on that. Let's live that way. Let's be that way. I'm sitting here with a glass of wine. I'm fucked up, man. But you know what? I think it's a good 13th episode. I think the next episode, the 14th episode, is going to be the episode where a lot of people say, oh, that was the first one. So I think every single one of you that have listened so far and said, you know what, Randall, you're the dude. I like how you're rocking. I like how you guys are rocking. I like that you guys appreciate me so much. I love all of the feedback. I really do. And I hope that I can keep providing you with passion and also some perhaps logical truth. You know, it's nice to drink with you guys because that's what we're doing. We're fucking drinking, man. Let me tell you, man, I ate a weed Cheeto, right? It's so weird because back in the day, we used to get high as shit and then find Cheetos to eat. And now you can just eat one Cheeto and it'll get you high. Like, my God, life is really turned into something else. It's just just a little bit of food for thought. Tune in next week for Cheeto Talk, everybody. Hey, you guys. My name is Randall Thompson. I'm here for you. I'm trying to do my best. I can do better. And you know what? We'll do it together. I also eat ass, nigga.